Hello there, this is Reece Russell, host and owner of the weekly Steelchair. Once again, you're tuning to the Just For You Guys podcast, brought to you by myself, Josiah and Temple, as we look back on this week's professional wrestling. Come and join as we discuss, we predict, we review, we do all of that on this show, and we have fun conversations with our chat, our community. This is the Just For You Guys podcast, live on the weekly Steelchair, brought to you on YouTube. Enjoy.
Just three. Reece and Josiah and Temple's podcast, and there is no more guy. Just three. Just three guys. Go.
Evening. Hello everybody. My ever-present co-host will be with us shortly. I hope you're all doing well. It's certainly been an interesting start of the week. It's been an interesting week so far. I think we've all got a lot of confusion on our minds. Maybe a lot of bizarre moments in wrestling. We've got a lot more than just the Just For You Guys talking the World Tag League tonight. That's for starters. We want to get more than that with you guys tonight. So please do like, share, and subscribe. Please do continue to check out the weekly Steelchair. My co-host will be here soon, because we want to talk more than just XYZ. We've got a lot to discuss, and additionally, maybe we need to look at things differently. So tonight we're going to discuss our upcoming show, which is in the next couple of days. We've got the World Tag League to go over. And we need to tonight come up with solutions for an issue that is going on. And I'll bring up what that is just now. And I want no bias in here. This is a simple thing. Anything to do with Booker T, I don't pay attention to, because the guy's insane. So I don't know what he said, but I suppose I can go looking. What? BBC BAFTA winner found dead in shed after getting letter from the NHS. What the fuck? Wow, that's terrifying news. Let's see what Booker said. I suppose we can go through some news tonight, I suppose. Lee, of course, is the new Knockouts champion. That's also a new thing. Yeah, for you fine Americans, it's your Thanksgiving Eve. Congrats to her for being the champion, but she's lost so many title shots this year that it's genuinely funny. Right, let's see what this nightmare said. Well, to be fair, he's actually spoken about Samoa Joe as well. I said, big congratulations to Samoa Joe going out there and capturing the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. I said I said Tony Khan was going to do this for Joe. I don't know if you can remember that, but I said Joe is that soldier, this guy that you can always rely on, the guy that you really want to put a stamp and that mark on his career. For him to actually do this is big for Samoa Joe. I'm proud of that dude, man. I got a chance to mix up with Joe right here in Houston, Texas. That was one of the only matches I bled in. Victory Road. I remember it well, and Hard Justice, back-to-back events. By my choice, I wanted to make sure I highlight Samoa Joe's accomplishments as well, because I always thought that dude was the real deal. Always thought Samoa Joe was the real deal, and I had such a great time working with Joe. Such a great time hanging out with Joe in Amsterdam. Good dude, man. Good things happen to good people, and I'm just glad to see Samoa Joe become the world champ. Yes. Okay, so let's see what he said about... Oh, fucking hell, here we go. I think they're getting to Indy Hartwell, but I don't know how they're going to do it. Booker T says he knows Bret Hart's a better person than what he's shown as of late. Okay, so that's the tagline. I just think Bret Hart is a much better person than the person that's been doing these podcasts and making a lot of claims that he's been making as of late. Some of this stuff you can't just walk back, and we got to see each other at some point in time and not be able to relive some of the greatest moments in history of this business because of bitterness. It's going to be a lonely, dark day at the end of this ride. I just find Bret Hart's a much, much better person than the person that we've been seeing as of late. I know he is. Very strong words. Very strong words.
Good evening, guys.
All right. It's very, very, very strong.
That fucking story that Bret Hart put out all said or something that Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon was in a gay relationship. Like, what the fuck? I know, right, Bret, I know you hate the guy, hate Shawn Michaels, but that's a bit deep.
Calling it nuclear bitterness is one way, but there's something about Bret. It's not. I don't know. There's something there that's.
It's probably old age get into him.
He's not that old though. That's the thing.
How old is he?
It's just confusing.
How old is he? In his 50s.
I think he's 59.
Yeah, same age as my dad. My dad's a bit like that as well.
It's annoying because this is the thing. People are just going to insult the man and they're just going to diminish everything about him. And I'm like, these are a joke. 68. He's 68 years old.
Well, there you go, then that answers your question.
68 is not that old, though. The annoying thing is, though, is people will just talk him down and think, like, just try to diminish everything about him because of this whole thing.
I agree with the point where he says this generation of wrestling's. He said the word effed and he said fake. So.
Oh yeah, the current generation of wrestling is fucking fake. That's something that we are going to talk about later on. But
It's got a point.
it's just ridiculous how the circumstance is. I mean, to many people, the Iron Sheik is their GOAT. Bret Hart's my GOAT. I'm happy if Bret becomes Iron Sheik. We'll call him the Iron Heart. Works for me.
Bret Ironheart, Hitman. Don't know. There's lots of analogies in there. I'm concerned for him.
Continental Classic starts tonight, guys. If you're interested in that.
Yeah, we're not talking about that tonight. It's not relevant, but it does start tonight. Ugh. Bret the Chic Man Hart. I quite like that. That would be. Yeah, that would be cool. We're not talking about football.
Soccer or whatever you would call it. No.
No, we do have some things to talk about. Some things, like, this isn't going to be a very long show. We don't need a long one. We'll only be here for about 2 hours. But certainly do get your comments in, folks. Certainly do get like your questions in. We're going to talk about the World Tag League. We're going to talk about a few things. See where Josiah is. If he's watching his shit, I guarantee he'll be watching his shitty club tonight, and he'll probably say if they win, they're back.
Yeah, so there's a show on Friday that I'm watching, so I don't know about you.
We'll see. I've got things to do. I might not get to it until maybe Sunday. I don't know. Come on, stupid thing.
I've got that card here sitting near me. Not on what's on Friday. It's a pretty good card, actually. Nice.
What's up, Maria? Yeah, the card for that show does look good. Certainly got a mind for it. I'm
Maybe.
expecting the same results though. I don't see a lot of title changes on that card.
What, the CMLL one?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't make any title changes. Except for the unification match, everything else I would keep on the same champion apart from the women's title. That's the only change I'd make.
Claudio's facing Gran Guerrero for the CMLL World title because he won the Grand Prix. That's the main event.
Yeah,
Mercedes,
I don't think that match would be good.
Mercedes defending the title against Perfectione.
She should lose that.
Mystico is defending the light heavyweight title against Hechicero. Middleweight title Templario Mascarada Dorada. Welterweight Titan and Rocky Romero.
That match will suck.
Unfortunately. Triple threat match for the lightweight title Stigma, Albiano and Barbario. The CMLL and the strong tag titles on the line. The current champions Angel Giorgio versus Rudigo Magnus, who are the Mexican national champions. Mystical defends the trios titles on the following Wednesday with obviously Dorado and Neon against Atlantis Senior, Atlantis Junior and Zambrano Junior. Women's tag titles defending the challengers are Thunder Rosa and Diamante.
That match will be crap as well because Thunder Rosa's in it.
And then we've got that unification for all three of the historic titles.
Yeah, that one will be an odd one.
Atlantis, Flip Gordon, Mascarada Dorada, that's the next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the Mexican national title in a like Lucha Gauntlet, which is pretty much a stacked one. And then you've got the Japanese women's title, Hazuki versus Hazumi.
I fancy either Euphoria or Real Metallico to win that. I think for the Japanese women's title, I think Azumi will win that. But as for the rest of it, not many. I would barely make any changes. I think the card's strong enough to not make changes. Just exclude me altogether. But okay, Glenn.
Which Survivor Series team do you prefer? Heenan family against Ultimate Warriors? Well, I grew up with Ultimate Warrior. I grew up with Shawn Michaels, so there's my pick. Ultimate Warriors. As a kid, I was an Ultimate Warrior and Shawn Michaels fan, so obviously I'm going to pick them. Anna.
I would beat them both with a fucking baseball bat if I could. Well, one of them, but
My first ever wrestling figures was Ultimate Warrior and unfortunately Hulk Hogan.
I feel sorry for you.
Yeah. And then my third was Sergeant Slaughter, and then I started collecting all WWF stuff. Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Diesel, and all that good stuff.
Sydney Sweeney. At least there's some education in there. Zendaya would just bore me to death. She'd probably
Right.
talk about that fucking tennis movie. Nah, to be fair, if I had to choose between those two, I'm still choosing option 3 and 4. I'm choosing Eva Green over both.
Probably Randy Savage all day long.
Yeah, it looks like Josiah's not joining us tonight. He's not had the best of days, so I've wished him well, and he can join us the next time. I'm not going to make someone join if they're not having a good day. It's not right.
No.
Especially because this place can ruin your morale. So I don't want to do that to him.
Hey man, if you are watching Josiah, I hope you're alright.
Give him his wishes. Like, he's a nice bloke.
He's alright.
He supports Liverpool. Like, that's the only thing wrong with him. But he's a good bloke. I like Josiah. He's a lovely lad.
He's alright. He's a sick guy. He's not my tag team partner for nothing.
It's because you turned on him.
Well, I wouldn't turn on him in real life. He's like.
Yeah, you would. Keenan family or the Hart stable in Survivor Series elimination. I would choose the Hart Foundation all day long. The Heenan family was good though, but if you're offering me the chance to have the Hart Foundation versus the Heenan family in the Survivor Series, I'm choosing the Hart Foundation all day long. I'm not interested to see. I'm interested to see how long Samoa Joe gets to stay as AEW World Champion. We'll find out, concerning it's now being confirmed it was part of the pipeline. I think, okay, that's a question. So he says, who would you rather face in a casket match? The Undertaker versus Yokozuna with myself as the referee. Do you mean rather face the Undertaker or rather face Yokozuna with myself as referee? Because either way, Temple still doesn't win.
Yeah, because Reece always puts me fucking bums in me, man. I'd love to face Undertaker because he's my second best wrestler of all time. So me against Undertaker.
I mean, I would be a very fair referee. I would just bring in all the heels.
As you did.
Absolutely. I mean, to have a one-man wrecking show. Oh no, I never knew Josiah supported the Red. He was literally wearing a Liverpool shirt on stream last week.
Me and Reece support the real red team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I will give him credit. At least he's not at least he's a real Liverpool fan. He's not like the ones who just.
At least he's not a skate to Liverpool fan. That's one thing.
Yes. He's a genuine one, at least. He doesn't like their current manager, so at least he's got an understanding against bald people. Completely valid.
At least they're playing better than us, so.
No. That's why I ignored your Instagram message. Don't do that, Billy. Good to see you, mate, but don't do that. That nonsense, can't take it. 24 years ago of the what chant started, I was like, no, not this.
Nah, fuck that.
Fucking I hate the what chant.
Guys.
Just 10 guys. Glenn, is that your preference? It's a bit much.
We don't need to know what Glenn does on the weekend.
Can we all just appreciate Brock's recovery Monday night? Oh, this is the thing where he tries his signature entrance and falls on. Oh.
Brockmaster, I'm calling.
Yeah. Here's a bit of shocking football news. Mike Ashley has offered a £20 million bid to buy Sheffield Wednesday.
On a Wednesday. Ooh, great.
Well, there was a Premier League, not Premier League, sorry, there was an EFL announcement today that apparently the Sheffield United owners tabled an offer to merge both clubs together to prevent Sheffield Wednesday going into administration. But it got rejected, obviously, but because it's not allowed. But Mike Ashley apparently wants them. It's a bad shout, but at least he would keep them he would keep some finance in them. Although he is a twat. Should it have been Taker versus Yokozuna Mania 9 instead of Giant Gonzalez and have Brett versus Macho Man the main event? Ooh.
Brett in the main event. Giant Gonzalez is an absolutely terrible idea in that was, but I get the appeal.
I still think it was right to have Brett Yoko in the main event because they needed a heel. And let's be real.
Same year as Lex Luger, is that? Or was that?
That was he did win this the SummerSlam match by DQ that year. And then the Mania 10, he had the first of the title shots. But I actually think it was correct to do Taker Yoko later. Brett versus Yokozuna, in my opinion, was the right main event. My only issue I had with it, obviously, was Hogan. Taker at Royal Rumble 1993, in my opinion, had the wrong opponent. If you look at who he faced in that year and the year after, for me, because to be fair, it all stemmed from the Royal Rumble and Harvey Whippleman, who's an absolute riot of a manager.
What year was this? WrestleMania 9?
1993.
Well,
so I was Taker. So I hated that WrestleMania. If I'm being honest,
when I got older, I was more of a WCW guy because I watched obviously 1989 and stuff like that.
I actually think, annoyingly, WrestleMania 9's opponent makes sense. I would have changed his WrestleMania 11 opponent. I don't think Taker should have faced King Kong Bundy. That was a bad idea. I think personally, WrestleMania 11, it should have been Undertaker versus Ted DiBiase.
Mm-hmm.
And it made more sense because it was the like.
Is that the same year that
DiBiase
when we had that stupid Taker versus Taker thing?
Yeah, that was at SummerSlam, and that was the main event as well.
Yeah.
That match main evented, even though it was Taker's return, that match main evented over Brett versus Owen in the steel cage for the WWE title. I'm sorry, but they got that.
The greatest SummerSlam match of all time. That.
It's up there for me, yeah. It's up there for me. It's in my top 5, 100%.
Probably the best cage match as well.
Oh yeah, because it's just proper wrestling. The cage is limited weaponry. It's just obviously it was the type of cage back then. It was just two men trying to beat each other. That would have been a good match indeed. Taker DiBiase. I think it would have made more sense. Taker versus DiBiase, and that means you still continue with the feud with the $1 Million Family, and it makes sense in that way. But King Kong Bundy versus Taker was a disaster.
You had some stinkers, didn't you?
Was Survivor Series better on Thanksgiving? Yes. It ties in really well. Bulldog versus Hart at SummerSlam. I had no idea what bad shape Bulldog was in back then. Well, consider the fact that going into that match, Bulldog was on coke and he was fully drunk.
Yeah, that match alone, Glenn, that got me into wrestling. That.
It's wild that, yes, Brett does carry Bulldog, and I'm not going to do a disservice to Bulldog here. The fact that he is intoxicated beyond belief,
He
and
did a good.
he still had a good 30-minute match.
That match
Apart
got me
from the
into
one
wrestling,
spot.
that one.
Yeah,
That match-
apart from one spot that was dangerous. The suicide dive over the top rope where Brett misses it.
Yeah.
That's the only mistake in that entire match, but the match is excellent. That's not the match that got me into wrestling fully, obviously, because I was several years later. But, like, in terms of SummerSlam matches, it's my second favorite SummerSlam match. Like, my favorite SummerSlam match should be obvious, to be honest, in my opinion.
That's
No
my
disrespect
favorite
anyway.
best match of all time. That one, Bulldog and Hart.
It is great.
Second is Steamboat Savage, and obviously first is Undertaker with Shawn Michaels. Obviously,
Which one?
the second one.
All right, okay. I'm gonna say controversially, Taker and Shawn Michaels' best match wasn't even in the 2000s. Taker and Shawn, for me, their best match was Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
That's the only 5-star match they ever had together. You could arguably say the other two were great though.
Two of my goats wrestling each other. That's mental.
To be fair, that Hell in a Cell was probably Taker's second best match that year. Like, depending on how you view his 97 run, it's for me his second best match.
I liked Taker and Kane's first ever WrestleMania match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that match was really good. For me, Taker's best match of the 90s was Brett versus Bulldog. Sorry, Brett versus Taker at SummerSlam. Like, you got to see Taker like proper wrestle. Besides being like slow, you got to see the man wrestle, and you're like, holy shit. We had some awesome matches in the 90s.
Yeah.
And obviously in the 2000s there were some great matches. That's a question and a half.
Probably the Virgil match. I couldn't stand him as a kid. I thought he was a dick.
Virgil was weird. God rest his soul, obviously, but he was weird, especially in interviews. For me, the worst SummerSlam match is already the first one. Is Diesel versus Mabel. That was horrible.
I'd probably go Nails versus Virgil because I can't stand Virgil.
All right, be objective without saying you couldn't stand them. If you had to seriously choose one, is it still that one? Because that Diesel Mabel match is horrible, especially for a title match main event.
I know he's my goat, but I didn't like Giant Gonzalez match. I didn't like that one.
The Last Rites match made no sense at all. Like, that match made no sense. The way they done it, it offered nothing. Just makes you wonder what could have been.
Jake the Snake Roberts' interview this week was very interesting.
Yeah?
He said moves nowadays are kicked out at like 1. Back in the day, he said like my DDT was the most devastating move in wrestling. When somebody hit a DDT, you're going to get a win. Tombstone Pile Driver, you're obviously going to get a free kill.
He was right. If you do think about it, like, his finish was very, very much protected, but it was good. Giant Gonzalez or the Great Khali.
No, if I had to choose, okay, no. Great Khali because he was a world champ. And that's a stretch.
The more impressive talent is Giant Gonzalez in terms of height to weight mix, but in terms of the ring, I'll actually tell you it is Giant Gonzalez, but it's not because of his WWE run. It's his WCW run. when he was El Gigante, you actually got to see him move, except one. Only one man ever kicked out of Jake Roberts' DDT as far as I can remember. The Undertaker, WrestleMania 8.
A great match as well.
Underrated for 9 minutes. 9 minutes underrated. And
I've
it's the only...
always rated Jake Roberts. I think he should have been Intercontinental Champion at least.
He could have been a great WWE champion.
Yeah. Same with Perfect.
Yeah. There's so many who deserved it. But Jake Roberts was special. Like, for me, his promo skills, his attention to detail, his attitude to becoming better was second to none. I think people love to say Hogan changed the business or XYZ changed the business, but I actually think if you really look at it on a deeper level, I think Jake Roberts deserves a lot more credit than he actually gets.
Yeah, I was watching Chris Jericho's podcast today with Raven. And that was it was a difficult watch.
Raven as well. He is Jake Roberts' version too, except only a little bit more darker and twisted.
I'm not saying that I don't like Raven because he's an inspiration of mine.
No, he's one of my all-time favorites. I know what you're saying. Bret Austin Survivor Series was a good match, but I like the WrestleMania match more. See, the funny thing is, I love that WrestleMania 13 submission match, but I actually think their best match is Survivor Series 96. In terms of drama and capturing your imagination, you could say WrestleMania 13 was better, but seeing Steve Austin at his absolute best as a wrestler, it's Survivor Series 96. Very true. What's up, Catherine? Good to see you. Catherine dropped a good blog on her site, guys. Do check out. It's actually a very interesting article. I'm going to plug it. I've already gave my response on it in 3 words. Just kidding. It was 2 sentences. But Catherine's latest post is about wait, what?
Question for Maria: Raven or Jake Roberts? That's a tough one. That's a tough question, that for me.
This guy's an absolute weapon.
I'd probably say Raven because he's my favourite.
Yeah. Sorry, I was meant to be looking for Catherine's post. Sorry, but I was too busy quoting an absolute moron for a stupid take.
Yeah, I watched the Raven interview with Chris Jericho today, and it was a bit of a tough watch because Raven's got Parkinson's on it.
Yeah, limited time left on the planet, sadly. So Catherine's post is, why do WWE fans shift focus to AEW? Our latest blog explores the heart of WWE's creative crisis. So I responded in full to Catherine. It's quite obvious, really, as you can say the same in reverse. It's unwilling to accept change. It's on more ways than one. It's deflecting change. Willing to accept it is a problem.
Oh, Raven said that his favourite ever match and feud was against Tommy Dreamer.
Makes sense. He bullied him for pretty much all of it. If I love Jake Roberts, but I'd have to go with Raven. I would have to go with Raven. Oh dear, I know it's off topic, but PSV lead Liverpool already. Josiah, our thoughts are with you.
Oh, what he's watching.
Yesterday was about fake outrage on women's matches. Yeah. It's quite easy to tell that when outrage is there.
Some opinion about one of the best women's matches and feuds of the entire year, but it's nowhere near AEW or WWE. It's in Japan.
Oh, Holy shit.
Do you know what's the best women's match of 2025, in my opinion?
No, stop. I can top everything you're about to say right now. If you weren't planning on watching Dynamite, I think you will now. This is on tonight's show. That's your first match.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's your first match in the Continental Classic.
Is it opening the show?
I don't know if it's opening the show, but it's the first match in the for the Gold League.
Oh my god.
If that's the main event of tonight's show, fucking hell, what a match to start with.
And it's Masquerade and John Moxley. I saw that. Is that official as well?
I believe so, yeah.
That's going to be a good one. Come on, Masquerade rather. This Continental Classic, I didn't agree with John Moxley being in the tournament, but this tournament's about him losing.
I can see what they're doing and what they're going with, but it's mental. Yeah, absolutely, James. It's a crazy start. We've went over it, like, plain and simple, like I say about Brett all the time. I just want to hear good stories I just want to hear Brett talk about good road stories, and I just want Brett to talk about how he could improve wrestling.
He obviously
I just don't like everything else with it.
He obviously finished it off with a fucking Goldberg thing, didn't he?
Which is even better.
He's got a grudge on that guy. I don't know why. It was yonks ago, bro. Forget it.
Yeah. In terms of the card tonight, if anyone does...
Bret Hart said something about Shawn Michaels, which I was pissing myself, and then I was thinking, he's got a point, really, to be fair. Apparently Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon had a gay relationship or something. You on something there? You onto something there, Brett?
I think it's time that people start cancelling these Muppet football pundits. I've just seen something that's made me physically sick inside, and I'm glad I'm not projecting it. Disclaimer for football fans, like massive disclaimer. Samir Nasri has said if his woman has forgiven him, we can definitely forgive him too.
Hey?
Samir Nasri defended Mason Greenwood. I feel physically sick seeing that. There's some really good matches for this opening tournament. Really good. I would love for you to get an interview with Bret Hart. I'm sure it could be done. I mean, there's only one problem with that. I bet you he's expensive. Like, there's people that can. There's others there that fork their life savings to get people on their shows for so much money. That's the only problem with getting these guys is expensive money to get them, even for like half an hour, and the timing has got to be just right. Yep, he absolutely is.
Is that the now who used to play for Arsenal?
Yeah. Typical French with their stupid views. Saw that Nasri's a massive bellend anyway. His option is worse than his opinion is worse than Rachel Reeves, and she's a massive. Yeah, wait till she screws all of you over. Oh, if I got an interview with Bret Hart, like I only need to get 4 more to complete my objective. Like if I can interview four specific people in my life, I'll be happy. And he's one of them. There is another reason, and it's called, here's my card, here's some white stuff. That's Sean for you.
Yeah. But he was still fucking excellent in the ring.
Holy. What the fuck?
I don't believe that Sean and Vince had a gay relationship. No, that's just Brett being Brett.
Have you guys seen the Becky Lynch allegations?
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting this one officially up on the screen. Like, I'm actually going to put a banner on it, like, in advance, disclaimer, because this is mental. So, Becky Lynch was in an interview, right? Now, first of all, Becky Lynch isn't the one that's in trouble. She's made the allegations on this in an interview in a podcast. And it's
If it's
quite.
anything to do with Vince, I won't be surprised.
It's not to do with Vince, but it's quite graphic. If you guys are happy with me to say it, or you would rather read it on screen, tell me now. Either way, I'm putting a disclaimer because it's quite wow. It's up to yourselves. Would you rather me say it out, or would you rather read it on screen?
Read it on screen. If it's the R word, I'd rather you not.
No, it's not the R word, but it's still quite graphic. Although I find the choice of picture used by this source is untasteful considering what she's making allegations of. Okay, Chester, I'll read it. Okay. So Becky Lynch was on a podcast. I'm probably going to butcher this person's name, right? It's not intentional. Bert Kreischer. I cannot pronounce his name. Either way, he's over 1 million followers on. He's got 1 million followers on Twitter. Bert Kreischer. I can't pronounce his name, but I believe he's also in the wrestling business. I think he was at some point.
German, by any chance?
I think so. He's been on Twitter nearly 20 years. It's mental. Anyway, Becky Lynch told Bert Kreischer that there was a male main roster talent who would pursue sex with women's talent and blacklist them if they either accepted or refused his sexual advances. So that's the caption. Now the quote is as I follow. I'm not going to name names, but there was a guy on the main roster who it was like, be careful because one, he'll try to sleep with you. If he sleeps with you, then he'll blacklist you. And then if he tries to sleep with you and you don't sleep with him, he'll also blacklist you. So there was this line that you had to walk this tightrope. Kreischer asked Lynch if he knows the person, and Lynch replied, "You know him, definitely. At one point, he got my number, and I remember being like, how do you walk this line?" So there was always this thing of, if you get into a relationship and things go south, they're not going to fire this guy. They're always going to fire the girl. So it was it was a very, very scary thing.
Is he in wrestling now?
She's not naming names. But, funnily enough, somebody's quoted that thinking maybe they'll just blame Nick Hossman. But it's a wrestler that they won't sack. Some people are claiming some people have actually put in here Cena, Punk, Brock, Batista, Triple H, Orton, Batista, Show, Taker. Some people have said Jericho. Some people have said Matt Riddle. First of all, just naming names proves you're an idiot.
What year was it? Does it not?
There's no date specification. Like, I'm going to go into the article and see if I can find more. No.
Who it would be?
Don't
Probably
know, but
he was a bit of a fucking weirdo, wasn't
it could be anybody.
it? Probably Ripley was a weirdo.
Unless she confirms who it is, there's no point in just assuming, you know? Because I don't think she'll ever name names, because I don't think she wants to damage herself and be called all sorts. And I don't think she would want anything dragged towards her family as well, because obviously they'll ask them questions, like her husband, all that, like, oh, do you know who it is? Has she ever spoken about it? All that crap, you know? But that's a lot of nonsense.
Mm.
It's a lot to take in. So it is a dark situation, folks. But I apologize, but that is what was broadcast.
Wrestling is a creepy way of sport, as they say. Mate, back in the 90s, it was very common, that stuff, anyway.
Mm.
All the stuff with Vince McMahon coming out, Christ almighty. Even it showed in storylines as well with Trish and him and Vince. You knew it in that storyline. That was a bit of a
Yeah.
fucking way.
I know it makes no sense, Chester, but it's what she said. It's what she's saying. You can only take what she's saying at face value, you know? Like, I'm not going to say she's a liar or nothing. I don't know. But
I was watching Survivor Series, the Invasion, you know, when Team
01.
WWF Alliance.
01.
Yeah, 01. And backstage segments of Vince and Trish, I thought they had like 3 of them. And I was thinking, yeah, Vince is a bit of a weirdo.
Vince had a lot of segments that year alone with Trish Stratus. A lot.
Fucking weird. I don't want to get into detail, but there was a backstage with fucking strawberries and cream. It's fucking weird, bro.
Oh, I don't think anyone's going to forget that. Like, we all remember her on her knees barking like a dog. That was probably the most humiliating thing she ever had to do. Get on her knees and bark like a dog. Like, that was disgusting.
I've just been watching old WWF pay-per-views from like start of the invasion to the end of it, and I thought, let's go through
That was
this.
it's one of the worst angles ever booked. It's so bad. But it's their own fault, really. Like, they allowed
You know who I liked in all the matches? Me. I liked Kurt Angle in every single one of those.
I think Kurt was one of only 3 people to turn up for the entirety of the invasion angle that didn't drop the ball.
Yeah,
Like, only I think for the whole invasion, the only people I actually thought were best suited for the whole storyline was Kurt, Jericho, and Stone Cold. I don't think Rock contributed that well when he returned, even though he won the WCW title. I don't think he did much, apart from putting over Jericho.
The thing is, bro, in that match, in both of the matches, Kurt Angle never he wrestled, but he never. When he was on the WCW side, he never got elimination, if you see. So the story was there when he turned, if you look at it.
Kurt was perfect the whole way through. But I would say those, like, Kurt, Jericho, and Austin for me were the better 3 out of the entire storyline. Taker was useless because he was out of shape and lazy. Kane didn't know what he was doing. DDP was chasing after a woman who, quite frankly, I would choose Kimberly over Sarah every single day of the week. I mean, that storyline was disgusting and against her altogether. That was unacceptable. Anyway, let's get on with it, because we're not just here to talk about a show on Friday and Saturday. We've also got the World Tag League. We've also got a bit of confusion with the World Tag League to discuss about, and then anything else in between, you guys, over the next hour.
I've got a discussion for the World Tag League.
Why the match is so bad?
Why the match is so bad, and why your tag team champions losing twice already, bro.
They're building up their winning streak. Well, supposed to be, but fuck knows. Anyway,
coming into the tournament, that they were going to make the tag team division more fucking finger. Really, bro?
We'll certainly see over the next couple of days.
I like them, but I think they're getting shafted.
Oh yeah, they are.
Who's winning that tournament? Fucking
I think it's
in fucking Yu-Gi, bro.
That's what I was saying. I think they're not the team I wanted to win, but I said out of logic, I think they are the team that's going to win it, and it's a bad idea. But they're not the team I want to win the tournament. But the results from nights 3 and 4. So night 3, it was
Orange.
Bishamon and Bishimon, Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto versus House of Torture's Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi. Bolton Oleg and Toru Yano versus Tai Chi and Satoshi Kojima, which basically means Ash Ketchum. El Desperado and Shuji Ishikawa defeated Drilla Maloney and Shingo Takagi. And Yota Tsuji and Gabe Kidd in the main event defeated Evil and Don Fale. What did you make of Night 3? I only liked one match, if I'm being honest.
Do you want me to be honest?
Go ahead.
Dog shit.
Yep. It's almost like they've taken away our optimism that we had hoped for the tournament. We thought
this night was absolutely amazing, right, with the main event, and then it just went downhill.
Yeah, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical of the whole thing, you know.
There's some good parts. I like the Shingo and Driller dynamic. Hiromu and David Finlay is fun. Suji and Gabe Kidd. Technically, this World Tag League is technically unaffiliating War Dogs. The story in it. What the story is in the World Tag League. Really? If you look at it. Well, that's me. That's just me. I don't know about you and Josiah.
Cheeky shit.
What was there was another upset that really pissed me off. I don't know which one it was.
To be fair, Despe and Shuji defeating Drilla and Shingo is a...
Yeah, that's the one what I was pissed off at, really. I was like, really?
I was surprised by that.
I like Despe and everything, but Christ.
Yeah, no, I do as well. I just don't think they've got any purpose beating Drilla and Shingo.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. As well as that, the whole tournament is...
Oh, shit.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to be lighthearted. Confusing.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest. It's very confusing. And
who's booking this Gado again?
I mean, Gado books everything.
He books everything, yeah, I forgot, yeah. Probably just blame it on Gado then, isn't it?
But even like, you look at Night 4. Night 4 was mental. Like, Night 4, you had United Empire's Callum Newman and Great O'Khan defeating Monster Sauce. Hiromu Takahashi and David Finlay defeated Tanahashi and El Fantasmo. Sanada and Ren Narita defeated the Knockout Brothers yesterday. And then TMDK's Rohoiwe Oiwa and Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Yuya Umura and Shota Umino in the main event.
I didn't mind the main event. I didn't mind the main event. The winners, yeah.
But it's just the matches.
But the good rub is losing 2 straight losses. It just does me tits in.
No, I agree with you. I mean, I think the scary part about the World Tag League is the matches on paper look good. Then the bell rings, and then they're shafting their talent. And I'm like, why?
I've always said when it comes to these type of tournaments, the champion shouldn't even be in it.
Yes, I agree. A champion should be watching on, not getting involved.
The champion should be having tune-up matches against. I don't fucking know.
If the champions are in this, then the champions should be defending their titles.
Yeah. Same with the C2. What's happening in AEW? Okada should be facing Fletcher tonight for the actual title in the tournament.
I agree with that. Yeah, because you can't just beat the champion with nothing to gain from it. Yeah, getting points and all that is fine and all, but I'd rather take his title.
I still have my opinion about the tournament anyway. Some people shouldn't be in it and whatnot, but it is what it is, I suppose.
In hindsight, it might be better though. I agree with your opinion though. But in hindsight, it might do the world a good who's included in the tournament. We'll see though. Like, I don't expect every match to be perfect, and I certainly think, in terms of what's on offer, I do think Fletcher and Okada will be excellent.
I don't know why Orange Cassidy is in a tournament. This style of tournament. Why? For the love
I
of
have
Christ.
no idea. I have no idea.
Orange Cassidy, why?
It's Tony Khan logic that just doesn't make sense for it. Every other participant he pretty much has included actually do have some element of importance to the tournament. Orange Cassidy brings you nothing but despair and mistrust and torture.
You know what I wanted in this year's tournament? I wanted it to be as stacked as anything. I wanted to have like big guns in it, like main eventers. I would have replaced John Moxley because that guy needs to go on a vacation or something. He needs to go and get his wife.
Oh yeah, he does.
I agree with Pac. Masquerada Rada is a good pick for a young guy. I agree with that one. I like that pick. You could have added
agree.
Kyle O'Reilly in there because he's had a good year. But then you could say he might be facing Matt Briscoe for the TNT title. So I like that one.
That's what I think.
I still would have put him in the tournament with the story of Moxley. Josh Alexander should have been in the tournament. That would have been good for him.
Yeah, that one let me down. Like, I
Brody
think
King
overall he should have been there. This was a rumor. Like, this was a rumor. It would have ended badly though, because people would have tried to have him killed. But there were rumors about this.
I would have put Brodido in the tournament, me, Brody King and Bandido. Bandido's had a fucking marvellous year.
Maybe. I don't know.
And I just like Brody King. I don't know why. It's in this type of tournament, he just fits it. He gives me that old Japan, old school fucking Terry Gordy type of feel, doesn't it?
Yeah, certainly does. It certainly does. It's a bit early for him to say, but okay then. Brody Lee Jr. on the Wrestling Classicus came up with his top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time. Want to hazard a guess who he's mentioned?
His dad.
His dad's not on the list.
Oh, come on. He has to do that.
He's like with the exception of his dad.
Oh, okay.
So I think his dad will be like honorary, but like his top 5 favorite wrestlers with the exception of his dad. Have a guess.
John Cena.
Nope.
Are they old wrestlers?
No.
I'll probably go with Orange Cassidy because he likes him.
Nope, he's not on the list. I wouldn't mind this as well. Brody King as world champion at some point would be fun.
Good shout.
I would love to. I wanted him to win it a couple of years ago as well.
I wanted Brody King to win the C2 a couple of years ago. I wanted him to win the first one.
He's got the look. He's good on the mic, and he will beat the living. He is what people think Gunther is. Like, see the whole chop nut. Like, see all the chop stuff in the sleeper hold.
Better than Gunther. I'm not trying to say anything, but he is. He is.
Brody King gives you so much more. I like Gunther, but honestly, I prefer Brody King. In terms of like who they're basically identical in terms of style. I just prefer Brody King because that guy will want to murder you. And plus, I can't stand Gunther's powerbomb. But yeah, carry on. Try and guess who's on his list.
Is it wrestlers nowadays?
Yeah, he's named 5 wrestlers. Well, one of them isn't really wrestling now.
Daniel Bryan.
He is on the list.
Brian Daniels.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson's on the list. Yeah.
He said he wanted to retire someone, didn't he?
Who? Brody Lee Jr.
Yeah, he said he wanted to retire someone, didn't he? Bless him.
This
I
is
forgot.
Brody Lee Jr.'s top 5 list. He's basically, what was he called in fucking
-1.
What was he called in WWE?
Cesaro. No.
Not on the list. What was he called in WWE?
Was he a main eventer? Zack Ryder.
No. I'm trying to remember what Brody Lee, what his name was in WWE, because
Luke Harper.
that's it. Yeah, his son. That's whose list this is.
Right, so he's got with Bryan Danielson, Will Ospreay,
He's on the list.
Swerve Strickland,
Nope.
Hangman Page,
Nope.
Kenny Omega,
Nope.
Darby Allin.
Nope.
Surprising. Mox.
Nope.
What the hell, bro? MJF.
Nope.
Right, so he's gone with Bryan Danielson. He's trying to think. Samoa Joe.
Nope. What's up, Roy Sheen?
Wardlow.
So no, he's not on it. No. So far, you've got Danielson and Ospreay correct. You need 3 more.
Are these 3 top guys?
One of them, I would say, is a genuine top guy. The other 2 are just top guy by presentation. But yeah,
Are they all in AEW?
one of them is.
Don't say Joe Hendry.
Nope, he's not on this list.
Dominic Mysterio.
Nope, he's got sense. Slightly.
It's just the booking that I don't like Dom. Dom's good, but he just needs a bit more edge to him. Randy Orton.
He's not on the list.
CM Punk.
Not on the list.
Okay. Bray Wyatt, obviously, is dead, but no.
He's not on the list.
Priest.
Nope, not on the list.
Okay. Brody Lee Jr., what you doing to me?
He's got quite a mixed list. He's
Right,
got
He's got
3 AEW guys, 2 WWE guys.
Right, so Ospreay and Danielson I got right. Who's the other 3?
Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Takeshita.
That's
That's
a
his
good list.
That's his top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time, with the exception of his dad.
That's a good list. Don't forget he's young and he never saw the 80s and 90s, so he's got a good list there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if he's anything like his dad, he's going to be a good wrestler himself.
I just hope he hits a good lariat.
Oh, he will.
But that's all I'm hoping for. I don't care about anything else he does. I just want to see him hit a good lariat.
I want him to do all the aneurysms of his dad as well. I miss his dad anyway. I think he's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Catherine is right. We do get Moxley versus Masquerade tonight as well.
Hopefully Masquerade wins. We need an upset in these type of tournaments, don't we?
Yeah.
I like a draw as well. Here's a question for you. If Okada and Fletcher's not main eventing, if they're doing in the middle of a card, would you be down with a draw? Or would you not be down with a draw, bro?
I think Okada needs to start the tournament with a win. But if it's a draw in this match, I'm not against it.
I like
I'm not
that
against
kind of, like draws upset wins from nowhere in these type of tournaments because they need it, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Found something here about Aleister Black.
I don't know what he's doing in WWE.
Well, you're about to question this. Tell me what you think about this. This was on. What's up, Tina? This was an interview that Aleister Black had on WrestleRant. Quite appropriate, I think, when you get through this. Aleister Black says having less matches on WWE PLEs makes sense. Thinks going above a certain number of matches on a card can be detrimental. And this is what he says. I think having less matches on PLEs, especially because they're a lot more frequent, becomes a lot more sense. Even back when I worked in Japan a lot, there was kind of like the given 5-6 matches a night because it keeps everything a lot more special. Well, clearly, mate, in Japan it's 8 to 9 matches, so you're talking out your arse. The second you go above, in my personal opinion, the level of 7 or 8 matches, you're going to wear out the crowd a lot. And we live in an age where attention spans are very limited. Everything is a lot of gratification, so the longer you let something go for the sake of having people on the card, that might be at the detriment of the product or the perceived experience by fans. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because there will always be people that are absolutely enjoying it from start to finish. But I think that I can say that having match cards that are excessively big will eventually work in the detriment of the experience itself. I think that WWE made the right call with limiting the matches a little bit because it just makes it easier to digest. Gives you a little more time, gives you more time to divide your attention on the things that make you want to pay attention to in terms of storytelling and match quality. End quote. Me personally, I think WWE would be fine with 7 or 8 matches on a show, but they took.
The reason why WWE do only 5 matches a card is because WWE now in this era is all about the moments rather than wrestling, right? But Tony Khan likes to put loads of matches on the cards so he can put. He's got a massive roster at the end of the day, and he wants to put as much talent on a card as possible. That's my take.
I'm the same. I don't mind the level of matches. I just want to enjoy it, and I'm same here, Maria. I'm the same. Like, I think they could increase more. Ethan Page has said something very interesting. You want to hear it? I think you might agree with this.
Right, go on.
I don't know about the chat, but I think you will. Ethan Page explains why he wants to abolish the term main roster. And this is what he says. And this is on Getting Overcast. I actually quite like that. His name is a podcast. I quite like that. I want to abolish the phrase main roster. I think it's demeaning. It spits in the face of what I personally have and continue to accomplish in NXT. I believe that when one of these other promotions, Raw or SmackDown, goes over their way, because they need me, to come steal me from Shawn Michaels, then it will be a lateral move for my career. Lateral move for me career-wise, because I already am a main attraction. I don't think there is a level up. Right now, Shawn Michaels has the best wrestler in the WWE on his roster. I just play for a specific team. I'm not in the B League. I play for a different team in the NFL, MLB, NHL. I win a lot for my team. I will end up being traded, I'm sure, but for me, it will be a lateral move. So he wants the whole main roster term to be abolished and says he is the best in WWE.
He's got a point, because I hate the term main roster, and I hate the term developmental. So he's actually got a point. People, WWE say that NXT is not developmental, but they class NXT as the third brand, so Ethan Page has got a point. Some points that he said there's just, it's his opinion at the end of the day, and if you don't like it, then go stuff yourself.
I agree, 100%. But I also see where he's coming from in terms of like the words of it.
Yeah, he did the football term as well, didn't he? So I do agree with that one as well. It's like looking in for, it's like soccer. English soccer. You're in the
I mean,
Premier League. You want to go for the top four. You want to go Champions League because that's the greatest cup in the world when it comes to club football. Same with the Championship. You want to go up to the Premier League. You want to win the Championship to go up into the top league. That's what Ethan Page is saying.
mhm. Massively. I think there's more to it than meets the eye, but it is impressive. Like, it's impressive on that way. I don't understand the development term and main roster term is necessary. I think, in circumstances, this is my view on it. I think when you look at it, you definitely come into NXT either developing as a wrestler or you've already been outside WWE and you're coming into NXT and then you move up a brand, you know? But I think when you look at it now, I think what Evolve and NXT Level Up are more of the development
I think
side.
Evolve is developmental because
But they've got
Evolve
two.
is,
But they've
isn't
got
it?
two NXT shows. They've got NXT Level Up and NXT.
So
I mean, I
they're
don't
not doing
watch Level Up, but
They
I
still
don't
do
watch.
that stupid level up thing.
Yeah, they still do Level Up. I've never watched it, but they still do it.
Same with that speed thing on Twitter. I never watched that either.
That's now on NXT itself, apparently. Like that main show. I think they have three brands: Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. They are three separate brands.
Yeah.
But I think Level Up and Evolve, you could say, are the development side, and that's valid. Yes, I've seen what Mark Henry said about Javon Evans, and it made me laugh. He claims that in 15 years' time, Javon Evans will be in the World Championship picture. I instantly burst out laughing.
I don't like him, but I do not like Trick Williams. But I'd rather see Trick Williams in the world title picture than Javon Evans.
I'd rather see none of them, but
I don't
that's
like
me.
Trick Williams, but that's just I say it because he's dead over in it. So I like Javon Evans, but I like Leon Slater even more because Leon Slater's better than both of them combined.
Of course he is. Really, Glenn? Really? Sick bitch.
Leon Slater's going to be a star. He's better than both combined.
I'd say he already is. He is
Leon,
phenomenal.
I'll see in a couple of years as world champ. And if
yeah.
if he isn't, I'd be very surprised.
Mhm.
And you don't get a rub off AJ Styles, does it?
Oh, hands down. There's certainly things there, but yeah. So back to the World Tag League. We'll get through that, then we'll do a few wee things after that because you want to talk about this show, which to be fair, I do want to talk about as well. So the results from today were Gabe Kidd and Yota Tsuji defeating House of Torture. They are on 4 points.
Top part.
Owens and Takahashi are on 0. Yep, they're top. Yep. Shuji Ishikawa and El Desperado obviously defeat Ash Ketchum and Taichi. Dom Fale and Evil defeated Drilla Maloney and Satoshi Kojima. They actually had 2 matches. It changed up really bad. I don't know why they've done that. That's meant to be Shingo Takagi, but whoever's wrote this is really stupid. Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto in the main event defeated Bolton Oleg and Tori. Why that was the main event, I don't know.
I fucking hated that.
Oh, it's horrible. It is horrible, but
Why did Toriano win a tournament?
no idea. Speaking of Vladimir Putin, yes, Satoshi Kojima, Ash Ketchum. There is something actually I wanted to bring up, just out of pure hilarity.
Isn't he still the MLW champ? No, he's not, is it? Because that fucking retard is, you know.
He has lost it now.
Riddle, or whatever it's called. He lost it to
Yes.
Mads Kruger, didn't he? Or something.
That is correct.
Mads Kruger. I like that gimmick. It's mental.
Hmm. So, what I was going to say Vladimir Putin was brought up earlier on as a joke, but here's the reality of it. Explain how CJ Perry is a legend. Because I don't get it.
It's a Legends deal, though. She's not clarified as a legend, but she's
But
got
how
a
is she on a Legends deal when she's as legendary as the shit that comes out at the end of the day when I need one? If I need one. She is not a legend. How can she be on a Legends deal?
No. She's not clarified as a legend, but she's got a Legends deal.
That's pretty much what you are. If you only get a Legends deal if you're a legend. Although that explains why bloody Bully Ray got one, and he's not even a legend. It makes no sense.
Lana into the Hall of Fame. Is that an in?
If that, it wouldn't surprise me if they did. Like, it would not surprise me.
Don't forget to put anyone in Hall of Fame nowadays.
Yeah.
It's a bit funny that they're putting all the McMahons in the Hall of Fame quick. That's another fucking debate for another day.
That's just what they do. You can have that debate now, though.
I think they're just putting the McMahon family in the Hall of Fame quick as possible because TK are going to buy everything.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
That's why they're putting them in quick. TK are going to buy WWE, guys. I know your sponsorships are going to be fucking ad break after ad break after ad break after ad break all the time. Normal wrestling on the shows, just ad breaks all the time, which we get all now. We've seen it now. Most of the shows, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, are commercial breaks. We hardly see wrestling in WWE. It's technically commercial breaks all the time. And then the only time you see wrestling is when it's ending.
I think for anyone who wants to know it, that the actual card tonight for Dynamite is Fletcher versus Okada, Darby Allin versus Kevin Knight, Moxley versus Mascara Dorada, Babes of Wrath versus Sisters of Sin in their semi-final match.
Nice.
And then the Ops Championship celebration.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Joe on the mic. Let's go.
Just Joe in a suit. We'll call him Suitman Jones.
Main event Matthew. Imagine. Just comes out in yeah, boy.
Thanks for tuning in, Roy Sheen. I appreciate it. We'll catch you later.
Catch you later, Roisin. Have a nice sleep or whatever. Oh, by the way, I've been Megan Ben's in 2 semi-final matches, bro. Have you not heard about that? She's in the semi-finals of the Stardom World Tag League, bro.
I know, I'm really impressed. AEW have put on Samoa Joe's nameplates on the championship, right?
Yeah.
But they've actually stained blood into the title.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That actually looks it better. Like, it makes the title look better with the blood stains on it. I actually quite like it. Yeah. It's got more appreciation for the title.
Then Within Bleeding would have made more sense if we didn't get those 2 matches back to back with blood. But
yeah.
The main event would have been impactful of Samoa Joe spitting out that blood that he spit out if we didn't have those 2 back-to-back matches with blood. Which Tony Khan needs these blood matches out bad. I don't mind blood.
Good moment.
Don't get it in the other promotion, so that's why he's doing blood. Because we don't hardly see it in WWE because it's PG, isn't it? So that's why we get blood in AEW. But we need to space out the matches, though, if we do get in blood. And we don't need blood in the Continental Classic, please, TK.
It looks like Stevie Richards is getting absolutely ruined on social media.
Oh, what's he said?
Well, he said that Logan Paul is better than everybody in AEW.
What?
On his
What?
podcast, Stevie Richards barefaced said Logan Paul is better than everybody in WWE, and obviously it led to Ricochet comment on it saying that Stevie Richards is stupid.
Yeah, Ricochet's funny on social media. I like Stevie
Yes,
Richards back in ECW with the Raven story, but he's talking out of his ass.
yeah, he has full on said that.
And he got a Legends deal though with WWE though.
I don't know what he has. He used to be so much fun in terms of like reviewing wrestling and stuff, but
I just want
it's when he
Raven
said that.
just get Raven on his podcast just to go in there and give him a fucking DDT or something. Because he
Yeah.
did that with Tommy Dreamer, if you remember, when he did a podcast with Tommy Dreamer. Raven just walked in, give him a DDT, and walked out.
Like his exact words were, because I follow the guy who does it. The guy who does the channel with him is the guy who does the podcast with Dutch Mantel.
What is it?
He's a
Raven?
man.
Is it Maven?
No, James Romero is a Manchester bloke. He does the podcast with Stevie. And he's like, and he asked him like, how on earth is Logan Paul better than? And he went through the names. He went Takeshita, MJF, Swerve Strickland, Omega, Will Ospreay, Samoa Joe, John Moxley. He went through all of that. He went through all of that. Bobby Lashley, Ricochet, Shelton Benjamin, and Stevie Richards went, yeah, Logan Paul was better than every single one of them because he's a character. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. I burst out laughing. I was like, Stevie Richards, he has decent takes now and again, but I was like, this take has got to be so damn stupid. He must have been on something.
It's all that DDTs that Raven used to give him in ECW. He's gone to his head.
Aye. That and all the concussions that he's still got.
Logan
Paul, exactly. Spot on. Logan Paul isn't better than Danhausen. Literally. Danhausen's got a mental character.
Orange Cassidy's better than Logan Paul.
Even James came back and said, as in Romero, not our James, he literally came back and said, what about Tony Storm? And he went, yeah, better than her too.
Wow. Drugs he's on some drugs then. He's on some and he's putting down like a dog.
Hold on.
He's definitely getting paid by WWE to say that, isn't he? Oh, he's on a Legends deal with WWE because Bully Ray does that all the time.
See if I can. 2 seconds.
That fucking depth.
Hold on. Don't worry. I'll show exactly how mental it is. The fact he says like his performance is overlooked and he's that good, I was like, it's mental.
Logan Paul's okay in the ring, but he's just a dickhead human being. But he's not better than fucking Takeshita, Bandido,
Exactly.
Fletcher.
Exactly. Just update you on health. I mean, my health is going down, so I know I won't be here long. Tina, I'm sorry to hear that. Please be careful and please look after yourself.
Keep it.
And always keep going to doctors as well, right? Always keep checking.
One-to-ones used to do me help. You know, I have one-to-ones with people. You know, like just a stranger type of thing. I used to go one-to-one.
Right, here we go. Let me just, if I can, let me see. Now I can't share it directly, but this podcast here.
Can I guess who it is?
It's the same one I'm talking about.
I was going to say, what's JD from New York said?
Why on earth would I want to plug that fucking spanner?
He said something as well.
I honestly wish someone would set him on fire. But if you want to hear, like, just watch that for, I'll tell you exactly how long. Right, watch it from 7 minutes 23 seconds.
Fucking Stevie Richards. Your storyline with Jazz were weird.
Yeah, watch it from 7 minutes 23 seconds up to 7 minutes 41. Just watch that 18 seconds, and you'll honestly think, what the fuck? In the chat, 7 minutes 22 seconds to 7:23 to 7:41.
Oh, Christ. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, but my God.
It's bad, but listen to it. 7 minutes 23 seconds to 7 minutes 41. And then he had the cheek 2 weeks ago to say Meltzer's AEW bias is out of control. When he said something as delusional as this. Like, they're all as bad as each other.
Hmm.
But Stevie is on a whole world of what the fuck?
Even his co-host said something about you're out your depth, you, Steve.
Yeah, he's calling him mental.
He's from Manchester. He lives near
Yeah,
Salford.
I've been watching him for years. He's a nice bloke, James, and he's a United fan as well. But he's a nice guy. It's the only reason I was able to get in touch with Dutch Mantel is because of him. He's a really nice guy. His Shane Douglas show was good. It's just unfortunate they're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, I like Shane Douglas.
Yeah, they couldn't commit to a set day for their show, so it's basically stopped. But now Shane Douglas now owns that channel in full. So I think he's doing like some of his classic stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, pure madness. And he's not the only. He's not the only podcaster that's gone downhill. I'm going to be honest. Taker's podcast has gone downhill as well. Ever since he got rid of his co-host for his freaking wife, the quality has went down badly. Like there's no enjoyment in it.
For your wife. I'm joking.
She's just made it bad to watch and listen to. Like I don't watch his podcast anymore.
I watch Jericho's sometimes.
Jericho's is really good. It looks like Liverpool equalised. Arsenal by minute 1-1. Mbappe's 7-minute hat trick has got to be questioned.
He's just got a hat trick in 7 minutes?
7 minutes, yeah.
Hat trick?
Yeah, he scored a hat trick in 7 minutes.
What the fuck? Who are they playing?
Who are they playing? Talk is Jericho's. Yeah, it is. They're playing Olympiacos. Tottenham are drawn 1-1 at half time with PSG.
Tottenham?
Yeah, Tottenham actually went 1-0 up and then PSG scored at half time.
Sweet. Yeah, Talk is Jericho's really good. I like watching him. I like Jericho, anyway.
Chris Van Vliet's a not bad podcaster, but even some of his stuff is mental. But I do like listening to him. I just want to see him be a bit more. I think the only thing that lets me down with Chris Van Vliet is some of his questions I feel like aren't as critical enough in terms of a topic. But I do like his presentation as a host and as an interviewer. I think he's very much good for that.
Who was his recent interview with? I forgot who it was now.
Swear Strickland.
Yeah, I watched that one. I just watched that one a couple of days ago, and that was really good. Now.
Yeah, he had Swear Strickland, and he's got a few others coming up as well. Actually, I think Cena was one of them. Yeah, he had Swerve yesterday.
Yeah, they were talking about the feud with Hangman and everything, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Which was better than Punk and McIntyre feud by a mile.
Yeah, he had Foley on it 2 weeks ago.
Who, Foley? Mick Foley?
Foley, yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he had David Otunga on it last week.
Oh, he was talking about how John Cena buried the Nexus or something.
Yeah.
Which is right.
Mm-hmm. The one I like the most in recent interviews he's had, I actually think is the MVP one. Like his Kurt Angle one from 10 months ago was amazing, but like his most recent interviews with the likes of Mike Chioda, Foley, and MVP have been very interesting. The Swerve one is really good. I just like the fact he doesn't show bias. Like this is what people need to learn. Chris Van Vliet, when you listen to him talk, he talks like a wrestling fan. He talks like somebody who just loves the business, doesn't care who you work for. Like you could work for GCW and he would still interview you. Him being neutral is honestly nice. Yeah, I agree. I try to remain as neutral as I can, but there's times where I do struggle to be because I'm very passionate about certain things. But being neutral is actually quite difficult to be for anybody. Because everyone in some way or line has a particular point of view or a certain bias. Being neutral is hard. But fair play to Chris Van Vliet. I don't think he's a bad podcaster or content creator at all. I actually think he's very genuine.
He's actually even interviewed that really guy from New York.
Yeah. The reason why I like the MVP interview the best is one particular moment on the show. Now, most podcasters, we know if you're talking something at some point in time or the way it goes, somebody butts in or they add a comment or something, right? He asked a question about Chris Benoit to MVP, and instead of MVP talking for like 90 seconds and then Chris just interrupts, Chris honestly just sits there and listens to MVP until he finishes talking. Like he lets him get the full thing out, and I'm like, that is missing from so many people on here. So, Chris, if this ever gets to you because you're a decent bloke, there's some praise for you, one of your interviews that's actually very warming. But yeah.
I like the EO Sky interview as well. That was fun.
I don't think I've watched that one.
Yeah, she's really good with her English. Her English is really good.
I'll see if I can find it and I'll have a look.
She's just dead cheerful and everything. It's really cool.
He allows the wrestlers to be vulnerable and they're comfortable enough to know they won't be interrupted. Yes.
We've got Dynamite tonight, Continental Classic. Friday's taped, I think. Is it taped? Yes, it is taped.
For SmackDown, yes, SmackDown's taped because of Thanksgiving.
And then Collision will probably have some Continental Classic on Saturday, won't we?
Yeah, it should do.
But I'm not watching Collision on Saturday. I'm watching something else on Saturday. Me watching CMLL.
Yeah, feel free to talk about it. You're cool.
Yeah, so CMLL is on Saturday when SmackDown and Collision's on. It's CMLL Grand Capriata Mundial event. It is Gran Guerrero defending his CMLL World title against the Grand Prix winner Claudio Castagnoli in the main event.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping for a Claudio win so he can defend the title in AEW. And then we've got Mercedes Moné defending her women's title against Perfefine. I want Perfefine to finally win.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Mystico versus Hechicero for the light heavyweight title. And we've got Templario versus Mascarada Dorada for the middleweight title. A dual match between Titan and Rocky Romero for the welterweight championship. Don't know why that's on the card for. World lightweight titles, three-way. Stigma, Aviano, and Caviano. And then we've got the CMLL and the Strong titles, the New Japan Strong titles. The new champions against Rudiger and Magnus. They are the Mexican national titles, but they're not on the line. They're just the champions of the Mexican national things. CML Hell have a lot of titles. And then the trios titles are on the line next Friday. Mystical, Masquerade, Dorada, Neon against Atlantis Senior, Atlantis Junior, and Sabrano Junior. Unfortunately, if you're in the chat, Thunder Rosa and Diamante will be facing for the CMLL Women Tag Team Championship. And then we've got a unification match for 3 of the historic titles. So the historic light heavyweight, the historic middleweight, and the historic welterweight will merge into one championship, which will now be called the World Historic Championship.
At long last.
Yeah, at long last. Yeah, Atlantis will face Flip Gordon, Masquerade, Dorada. Masquerade Dorada might be doing double duty next Friday. It's not next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
I'm good for it, yeah.
And then the last 2 matches, Mexican national title. It's just technically a Mexican lucha gauntlet type of match with the likes of Zandig Jr., if you remember him in the World Tag League, tagging with Yota Tsuji one year.
Mm-hmm.
Star Jr., El Terrible, who used to be in LIJ. Ultimo Guerrera, and just Volador Jr. and some other people in that match. And then we've got a CMLL Japanese Women's Championship match, which I'm looking forward to. Hazuki versus Azumi, 1-on-1. Azumi might win that one. I don't know about that one, though. I don't know. I don't know. I know that person's probably not in the chat, but Thunder Rosa is on the card.
So I've just been sent something from someone I know, and this is painful.
Oh, have you been watching Dragon Gate? Yes, I am the most decorated person on this weekly Steelchair who watches Dragon Gate on a daily basis.
I watched them. I do think they're good, though.
Are you looking forward to who actually is in the mask?
Mm-hmm. No idea who it is, though, but I'm really eager to see who it is. So this person's just sent me something, and I'm going to hunt them down, and I'm going to kill them. But I'll still read what they've sent me, because Jesus Christ. This is...
Walker's group's fucking amazing.
You're not gonna like this. Ariel Helwani.
Oh, God.
Had an interview with Vince Russo.
Wow.
And this is what was said on who Vince Russo thinks is the top talent in WWE today. It's embarrassing because the best guy in professional wrestling today is not a wrestler. Logan Paul is a star. Unbelievable. You talk about the it factor. This guy reeks of it. The fact of how long he's been doing this and how good he is. That should challenge every professional wrestler out there. I want to be sick.
You want to be sick? I want to be sick even more.
That is painful. That's insulting. That is demeanor to the professional wrestling industry. No wonder he got sacked from TNA twice. Anyway, about the upcoming show of the weekend, on a scale of 0 being 2025 Monday Night Raw and 10 being what's a 10 that I can use as a fair example? Ricky Steamboat versus Ric Flair at Wrestle War 1989. How excited are you for the CMLL show this weekend? So on a scale of 0, which is WWE Raw in 2025, and 10, which is Steamboat versus Flair at Wrestle War 1989, how excited are you for the show this weekend? Because I'm on about an 8.
8, yeah. I'd say 8, 8.5-ish.
Reasonable. I only want 3 titles to change hands.
I bet you, can I just say, Perfection is a beat Mercedes? I bet you want that, don't you?
That's 1.
Claudio to beat Ultimo Guerrero.
Nope.
You don't want that either. Okay, no.
No. No.
He's had the title for 4 years, for God's sake.
I know, but I don't want him to drop it to Claudio Castagnoli. If he does drop it to him, I don't mind.
Hechicero beating Mystico.
Yes.
And Masquerada, Dorada, and Templario match, which will be absolutely outstanding.
Nope, not that one.
Okay. Obviously not the Titan and Rock Romero, obviously not.
Nope, that match can go to hell.
The CMLL New Japan Strong Tag titles online.
Nope.
Trios match on next Friday's show.
Nope.
The historic unification match.
Nope, but I'm looking forward to that one.
The CMLL Japanese women's title match then. Azuki versus Azumi.
Azumi, yeah.
Yeah. She needs to win that.
I want her to beat Hazuki. I really do. I'm a huge fan of hers. I'm about to jump off a bridge after hearing that. Is he on the Sherry? Well, I don't think he was playing Kenny G, but I definitely think he was on the hard shit.
If I was going to say who the guy Howls El Kuvai is doing, I think it's going to become a reality with who's actually in that mask. I think it's the guy out of the Michizuki Dojo.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's him. I think.
Yeah.
Because if it isn't, then what's the point?
I mean, it's possible. We'll find out.
Because it would tie up with Shun Skywalker, because he was a part of the Michizuki Dojo.
Mm-hmm. It would fit into Saipatra as well.
Yeah.
Vaguely, but would fit in well. We'll certainly see if it does happen, though, but that's the element we're going to get from it. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up? Because I think we've got pretty much everything tonight.
I think when we're getting Jay White, he's next year, probably.
I think we'll see him before the end of the year. El Kakai was one of my wrestling school classmates in California. He's gone through a lot. Everyone does.
I think he should join Shun Skywalker's group. He's got promise. He was in the dojo.
I wouldn't mind that.
He's got some promise with him. He's a young guy.
Liverpool just conceded again. It's 2-1.
Sponge match though, which is just going to make me cry.
Yeah. PSV have just scored again against Liverpool.
It's going to be. I think it's Hog. Was it Love and Peace against Dragon Kids group for the disbands match?
That's right. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that.
I just don't want Love and Peace to break up.
Could call them.
Yeah, but they used to be called Bloody Gold Class, and then they went to Love and Peace, and then
you could call them Hate and War.
It's just Yamato being an asshole.
Absolutely. Humpty Dumpty getting sacked in the morning, it looks like.
Why he's Humpty Dumpty?
Arne Slot, because they're losing again.
Oh, Liverpool manager.
Yeah. I think they need to give him another contract and more money.
Now, before we go, we're going to talk about the C2, right?
Alright, then we can talk about the C2.
Before we go, we're going to talk about the C2. Right? Do you agree with the people we got in?
I do agree with it. Yes, I mean, there's some changes I would make, but I agree with the names that are actually listed. I can see a more abject story behind them. That's why they've made those decisions. So I certainly understand why they've done it.
Yes, I just wanted this year to be as stacked as anything.
Yeah, No,
Just-
yeah, I would have. I would have replaced some of them 100% with far better names, but I can see
Would
why
have
they've picked them.
replaced. I would have replaced Orange Cassidy with Kyle O'Reilly, and then I would have replaced Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey with Bandido and Brody King. That's all I would have done.
If they've got a title match due as well for the tag titles after losing them, then why would you put them in the tournament? I feel it's a distraction. I wouldn't have them in the tournament. One of them, yeah, but not both.
No, in separate blocks, obviously. Different blocks.
I would have kept one of them, not both.
Probably
That's-
Bandido
no.
then, because he's had a year of fucking beautiful year, hasn't he?
Yeah, I would have given it to Bandido. I feel like there's more strength to him in the tournament.
There's another promise. There's another young Noah guy who's gone to England who's going to be absolutely amazing. Awada-san. He's going to be a mad. He's going to be a star in the making. Him. He's already won a title already.
Yeah, I think he'll be great in the next couple of years. In due time. He's got something about him.
Ozawa's going to win that title, isn't he? You think? Because the GHC heavyweight title has not really had a good defense, really, if you look at it all. Keno lost it in a day.
Which was bad.
And then Kenta lost it in his. How many defenses did Kenta have? Like only 2.
Yes.
And then this guy now beat Kaito Kiyomiya. I was like, Kaito Kiyomiya was gonna probably beat him for it in his first defense. I was scared to put that one.
Inamura deserves it though, if you do think about it. I think he actually has worked for this. I think the fact is, like, I don't think he'll hold it past New Year's Dash. I think he'll drop it to Ozawa. But even if he does defeat Ozawa, though, then there's a lot of good opportunities for who can be following that. Like Jack Morris would be one.
I'd like that.
He would be my first pick if he does beat Ozawa, but I think Ozawa will retain. Ozawa will reclaim the title. But
You could do that with Jack Morris. That story
I think
there.
it will. I think Ozawa Jack Morris will be the feud over the summer. I want to see if they do it though. Like, I really hope they do.
Plus, the GHC tag titles are back on fucking Sugiura and Masaka Tamina now, aren't they? Thank God. Hank and Tank lost.
Yeah, that was a pointless decision.
I told you. Well, you told me, sorry. You told me.
Damn right it did.
Pointless fucking title change, that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point putting them on and just to thing it?
It was just so pathetic.
Hiromu Takahashi won the Grand Prix thing.
Yeah, he'll drop his title in New Year's Dash though.
Who against?
Well, considering the fact that his match has been announced, then there's certainly elements there.
Is it the guy who he won the Grand Prix against?
No. Hold on 2 seconds, I'll get you the exact thing.
Is it Amaska or something?
Yeah. I'm going to Japan for Wrestle Kingdom. Does Noah have a show around the same time? Noah's got New Year's Dash on the 1st of January.
Yeah, New Year's.
36 days' time.
Wrestle Kingdom's going to be good.
Wrestle Kingdom's 4 days later.
I've never been to Japan in my life. Well, I have been to Japan on a holiday, but I've never been to any wrestling events.
I'll be emigrating there.
Yeah,
when I've got enough money, I'm emigrating to Japan.
Might follow you.
I'll leave the Steelchair behind.
Leave it behind.
Nah, I'll take it with me, but it'll be very interesting to over there. Yeah, so it starts at 10:30 a.m. on when the show starts, 10:30 a.m. UK time, which I'm happy with. But they're saying it's it's January 5th, so it's actually the day. But that's New Japan's. I don't want New Year.
Do you know that's funny? All in January, it's all the Japan shows. You've got Wrestle Kingdom, you've got New Year's Dash. You've got Japan's event. You've got Dragon Gate's final.
Yeah, New Year's Dash is New Japan. That's the 5th of January, the day after Wrestle Kingdom.
Final Gate's going to be good. Hopefully.
Let's see if I can get.
Hopefully, Maduka is going to lose his Open Dreamgate title to.
That's it. The New Year. That's it.
I want Strong Machine J. Fucking Maduka. Strong Machine J.
The matches for that show, Pro Wrestling Noah, the New Year. Honestly, already. There's some great matches lined up for that show already. Like already, it's only 3 matches, but it's Takahashi versus Amakusa, Dragon Bane versus Alpha Wolf, brother versus brother for the GHC national title, and then Inamura versus Ozawa for the heavyweight title.
So the brother versus brother matches on New Year's Dash.
Yeah, for the national title.
Oh, I can't wait for that, man.
Dragon Bane is 100%.
You know what really annoyed me about Noah? Guess who's gone? Guess who's gone? Guess who's gone to Triple R?
Wagner.
No.
Who?
His brother.
Oh, it's not a loss.
Galano.
Oh, that's alright. That's not a loss. He didn't even want to be. He didn't want to be there anymore. It's not a loss to them.
It was amazing, Galano.
Yeah, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to be in No anymore, so it's not really a loss for them. If anything, it's a bonus. Get rid of a talent who doesn't want to be there.
Titles me, but I don't really care for Triple R anymore.
I like Galeno, but honestly, good fucking riddance. If you don't want to be there, then just leave. At least he was smart enough to just go.
I think
And he has left.
I think Galano and his brother will win the Triple R titles, but will I care? No.
No, because they don't mean anything. But yeah, I honestly think Dragon Bane is gonna get his arse handed to him on January 1st. Alpha Wolf is gonna beat the piss out of him and take his title.
I want
brothers.
as fucking brutal as possible. I want masks to fall off. I want blood.
Masks won't come off on the first day, but I think you'll see. I think you might see like rips into the mask, but that's about it.
I want Ray Phoenix Penta Lucha Underground-esque.
In
match.
WWE, that'll never happen.
No, I'm on about that match with Alpha Wolf and Dragon Bane. Remember the Penta and Phoenix Lucha Underground match?
All right, potentially yes. We'll see. I think it's going to be manic though. I think it's going to be manic for sure.
Alpha Wolf's going to kill his brother.
He'll definitely win the title. Like I do think he'll win it. I think in terms of championships, I think Takahashi will lose to Amakusa. Ozawa's going to reclaim the heavyweight title, and I do think Alpha Wolf will beat Dragon Bane. I think you will see 3 championship changes on Noah the New Year in, funnily enough, 36 days' time.
Peter will defend the titles with his young lion.
Hopefully, we'll find out in the next couple of weeks, I think, but we'll certainly see.
I like that dynamic, mate, with Peter and that young lion. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's a good dynamic. It's a good dynamic, for sure. I like it. I like it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get out here, but don't worry. Don't worry. We shall be back. We shall be back. And we do come back. We'll have some fun with you. More wrestling content. But in the meantime, thank you, Temple, for joining tonight. Sadly, Josiah couldn't make it, but He will be here in the next one. So we bid you all a very happy evening. Enjoy the start of the Continental Classic. And we'll-
I think it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, so all the Americans have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that too. That too. No, I'm just kidding. Happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Eat as much food as you want. Send me some. Thank you.
Please don't.
And if you're having any beer, have some on me as well. Reece doesn't drink, so
Smart.
he's on Vimto. Or Coke or something. Or whatever he drinks.
Pepsi Max. Bye, fuckers.
And today, our time comes to an end. This has been another exciting stream. Thank you very much for watching. And also, remember, if you get cracked over the head with a steel chair, you're not going to get concussion. You're just going to come back here. Goodbye.